Hi guys. So I wanted to make this video today because I wanted to talk about my experience with COVID and um to help some of you out there who um maybe have never had COVID and you might be curious to what the symptoms are and um kind of just share um, how I got past it and um, just, my experience from day to day. Um, so I am now 5 days in. Um, I was diagnosed with COVID Friday, and it's Tuesday now. So this is my fifth day. I will say that I am feeling a lot better. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna start with my first day. And I'm gonna start with pretty much the symptoms I was dealing with um, that made me decide that I needed to get tested and I needed to you know see if this was COVID or not. Um, so Friday, I woke up that morning and um, I woke up maybe around like 8 o'clock, but I went to bed like maybe at 2. So I did not get a lot of sleep that night. So when I woke up that morning, um, I really wasn't feeling the best. I was dealing with body aches, but at first I thought it was just um, I thought it was just because I didn't get a lot of sleep that night. Um, and I had plans that day. I was supposed to go to a water park, but unfortunately, um, I ended up canceling, which good thing. Um, I ended up canceling, and as the day went on, I began to feel worse. Um, I started to feel worse, and what was weird was um, I was experiencing body aches everywhere, but it was very weird because I felt most of the pain in my hips, um, which that was really strange to me. That's one of the reasons why I thought to myself, okay, I don't think this is just from not having a good night's sleep. Um, I don't know. This is strange. This is something else. Um, so, but I really, before I really noticed that, I went out somewhere with my mom, and I really just was not feeling good. So we wound up leaving like not even an hour later. We went back home. Um, she actually drove me back home because I really just was not feeling well. And as soon as I got home, I laid down and I went to sleep. And I woke up maybe 3 hours later, and I just sleep did not really help. I felt even worse, and that's when I noticed like there was my body was in a lot of pain, but especially my hips. Um, so after I noticed that, um, I said to myself, okay, I um, I have to get myself tested because um, I've never experienced uh, something like that. I've never experienced uh, terrible body aches like I did Friday, my first day. So I got tested. It was an at-home test, and it came out positive. Um, so yeah, my first day, um, I just experienced real bad body aches, and I know for a fact that I had a high fever because I was burning up in my bed. Um, I was sweating, but at the same time, I was experiencing chills. I was, um, I felt like I couldn't like really warm up. Like I kind of felt cold, but like I was sweating at the same time. Like I was hot. Um, so yeah, I was just experiencing like body chills um, and I didn't have a thermometer. I don't know what happened to ours, but I couldn't take my temperature. But I know for a fact it had to be over 100. Cause like I said, I was just burning up all night. Um, so that was my first day, and I took an ibuprofen my first day. And it helped a lot, but not all the way. I could still um, feel that I had a fever, and um, I could still feel the body aches a little bit. Um, but yeah, that was the first day. The second day was a little bit better. Um, the body aches were still pretty bad, but they calmed down a little bit, and um, that ibuprofen was able to work a little bit better, and um, I wasn't feeling um, I wasn't in as much pain. Um, However, the second day I did begin to experience coughing. Um, and oh, also, I did have a sore throat Friday, um, the first day, and also maybe like 2 days before that, before I got myself tested. Um, so I think that was um, obviously COVID starting to set in, and um, my I think the sore throat was my first symptom, really. Um, so second day, I still had a sore throat. Um, Still was in a lot of pain. Um, I started coughing. I developed a cough and started feeling like phlegm, like phlegm in my chest. Um, I also experienced some congestion. Um, like I couldn't really breathe through my nose. Um, and yeah, that was pretty much it for the second day. Um, some people have experienced uh them feeling like they were breathing through a straw. Um, I did not experience that, thank God, because I think something like that would be very panicking for me. I did not experience difficulty breathing. Um, I did not have, I did feel a little bit nauseous, but no like vomiting or diarrhea like some people experience. Um, what else? Um, yeah, that was pretty much it. And I just I drank a lot of tea uh on my second day. Just try to keep up with my fluids, and I was eating soup, and um I was pretty much just in bed for those first 2 days, just watching a movie, reading a book, sleeping, um, eat, drink, go to the bathroom, repeat pretty much. Um, on my third day, I felt a lot better. Um, I still had a little bit of aching, but not nearly as bad as the first 2 days. Um, I still had um, a slight fever. Um, oh, I think on my third day, my third or yeah, I think it was the third day. Uh, my mom, uh, my mom actually bought me a thermometer the second day. But for some reason, I did not take my temperature. Um, the third day, I took my temperature, and um, it was over 100. It was like 100 point something. Um, so unfortunately, I can't really tell like how much my fever has went down. Um, but I definitely know for a fact that it was higher than 100. Um, but yeah, it was only at 100 when I took my temperature that third day, and body aches calmed down. I was still coughing. I was coughing, experiencing a little bit more phlegm. But I was still able to breathe, and um, I wasn't experiencing feeling like I was breathing through a straw or anything. Um, let's see what else. Um, oh, also, on my third day, uh, I noticed that my taste wasn't gone, um, but it was off. And it was on my third day where I noticed that, because I was eating these. These are chili lime covered cashews. Um, I was eating them, and I just noticed that they weren't as flavorful as they usually are. And that's when I realized, okay, my taste is a little bit off. Um, so I did, I did experience, my taste not really being, um, my taste being off. I could not smell through my nose, but that was mainly because of congestion. Tyson, Tyson, get over here. Sorry. Um, so yeah, I couldn't really breathe through my nose, but yeah, my taste was definitely off. Um, and yeah, that I think that was it for my third day. Um, fourth day, uh, I didn't even have to take an ibuprofen at all. Um, I was feeling I yeah, I was feeling a lot better. Um, I felt like there were some moments I started to feel like achiness and I started to feel warm. Um, but it would like come and go. It was like flashes kind of. Um, but yeah, just mainly the fourth day, like the third and fourth day, I just mainly felt tired. I just felt like I was like COVID just like wore me out pretty much. Um, let's see. Yeah, fourth day. Um, still coughing a little bit, but not as bad. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my fourth day. Um, my fifth day, um, which is today, um, definitely feeling a lot better. Um, I did not need to take ibuprofen. Um, I still am dealing with congestion in my nose a little bit. I don't know if my taste is really back to normal. Um, I really haven't noticed. I can taste, but like um, I can't really notice uh, if it's like normal again. Um, yeah. Today, I actually did take my temperature a little while ago. I am still experiencing like here and there, uh, a little bit of um, body aches, and I actually took my temperature, and it was like 99.6. So uh, still running a slight fever here and there, um, but yeah, definitely doing a lot better. I really uh, I'm very happy to be someone who says I made it through COVID, because not a lot of people have. Um, yeah, it was, but the first 2 days, I will say, were pretty brutal. I honestly, I think it was uh, one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life. It like those body aches were pretty painful. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see if I possibly missed any other like symptoms. I noticed that my voice has been like a little bit raspy and a little bit shaky. Um, but that is starting to get better. Um, let's see. Yeah. I think I got everything. I don't know if I would be negative just yet. Um, hopefully I have not tested myself yet, so I don't actually know if I am over COVID yet. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow because that's when I'll test myself again. Um, okay, so I went through all of that, all of the symptoms. Um, I also want to go over like what kind of went through my head. Um, when I was when I did test positive for COVID and I was in the pain that I was. Um, the first thing uh, that I began to think, um, I began to, just really like, I guess like think about my life. And, you know, as young people, we always think like nothing bad could ever happen to us. And, oh, like, I, not saying I never thought I would get COVID. Um, you know, I believe everyone's going to get COVID at least once. But one, you always think like you